Hi, and welcome to Thanatology Thursday. Today I want to talk about corporate grief. That's a grief that is alive in so many organizations. And these organizations often fail to stop, review the policies to ensure that they're meeting contemporary practices. Many of our policies and procedures are a hangover. They are the leftovers from a 20th century obsessive focus on consuming and producing. And as leaders, I think it's really important for us to stop, review our policies and our procedures and, our practices to see if they're meeting and in alignment with our corporate values. Why does that matter? Because people are leaving. They're leaving organizations that are not there for them when their lives go sideways. It creates so much disenfranchisement and confusion and frustration when we suffer a life loss and we don't feel that we're being supported by the organization that we've given so much to. And it's not necessary. Bereavement leave, I've done quite a bit of work with corporations because they're either adjusting their workforce or they're merging. And what we fail to remember is that it's the people, both the affected people who are no longer going to be employed. And we tend to, bottom line it. We look at the legal requirements. We don't tend to think about the ethical imperatives associated with this human experience. And we often fail to think about the survivors, the people that are left behind. These people often I support as well, and they are feeling confused, scared, wondering when and if they are going to lose their job. They're also feeling guilty. Why them and not me? So I think as leaders, we have to be really mindful of the culture that we've inherited and the culture that we want to create. And that starts with reviewing our policies, our practices, and our procedures, and asking ourselves, is this in alignment with our current values? Is this actually reflecting our care of our employees, the people that we say matter most? What are other like organizations doing? And is there a better way? So I think that moving forward, being able to consider the impact of our decisions on people, remembering that we are not isolated, we are all connected now more than we ever have before. And what is going on in the world right now is really affecting the quality of life of the people that are working in these corporations. So maybe for many people, coming to work might be a safe refuge, and we want to ensure that that safe refuge is going to serve them when their lives go sideways. What I know to be true is that on average, most of the people, when they're bereaved, when they've lost someone that they care about, need about 2 weeks, right? And those 2 weeks may not be, successive. They may be, I need a day today, and then I need probably 2 or 3 days to attend to the funeral and other matters. And then maybe I'll take a day in 3 or 4 months from now when I'm feeling the weight of my loss. So, as leaders, I think we want to entrust our people, not make the assumption that they are going to abuse these policies. I think we want to look at what the current legal standards are and ask ourselves if those are sufficient for us as corporate leaders. Do we think we can do better? To assess the risk, of course, of people maybe abusing the policies, but then to counter that against what is the risk if we don't do this? What is the risk if we don't shift? So I'm inviting all leaders now to be thinking about creating these compassionate workplaces where people feel that they can bring their best selves to their work environment and that they can show up fully human, which includes suffering through life losses. From me to you, when we do this grief work, it works.